Hey guys, check it out. We're gonna head over to my buddy Dave's today. There's a 1948 Indian Chief over there. Super cool bike. Unfortunately, somebody tried to restore this bike probably 25 years ago. It's almost complete. It's been sitting in the storage unit for no shit, probably 25 years. So really cool bike, super classical. I'm gonna go pick it up today, load this baby up, bring it back to the shop and see if we can get it running. All right, so here we are at my buddy Dave's. Call him Uncle Dave, okay? You can see there's an old convertible Cadillac sitting here. A 31 Model A Ford. That's a beautiful car. This is his storage unit, and I would say most of these storage units that you see are all full of his own shit. All these right here are his own cars, all his own stuff. It's incredible. We'll have to do another YouTube video on just Dave's stuff that he's got in these storage units. It's unbelievable. So I think it's time to get this old Indian out and get it running and have some fun with it. So we're gonna go in here and dig it out. Here we are, we're out here at the storage unit with my Uncle Dave. This is pretty cool. It's a shitty day, it's raining, it's terrible out here today. But when we open this door, you're gonna be able to see a pretty sweet Indian motorcycle. Let's check it out. Let's open it up, Davey. Ready? There she is back there in all her glory. Okay, so this is our 48 Indian. It's been sitting here for probably 20 years. It's been in storage for 20 years. As you can see, it's dusty. I mean, there's a few things that probably need to be finished up on it. I think the bike's probably not quite all the way been put back together. There's a few parts and pieces that we need. Dave said that there's a blue crate in here, one of them crates right there that's got the rest of the parts to try to put the bike together. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it's full of dirt, but it's gonna run. It's nice. Well, let's start moving all this stuff out and we'll get it out of here. Yeah, I mean, Dave's got, well, I mean, all of this right here, all the way down, is literally Harley Davidson parts. I mean, I can let you know right now, if you're looking for any Harley Davidson parts, let me know, because there is tons of stuff. Look at this. The triple trees are in here, it looks like. I mean, just mirrors. Looks like all kinds of parts and pieces that have brakes. Brand new pegs in the box. Headlight fixtures, speedometers. This is cool. I mean, look at this. Got some old badass speedometers. That's pretty cool. This one's really cool. I like this one right here. That one's neat looking. And I think I found the, doesn't this go to it? I think it fits. I guess something like that. That's pretty sweet. Freaking thing's sweet, huh? Okay, so we got the 48 Indian over here at the shop. We're gonna start going through a few things on it. It needs a lot more stuff than I kind of figured. First of all, the key's gone, so we're gonna have to find a key for this thing. You know, there's things missing, like this right here is just loose, it's falling apart. The big thing about it is steering wheels, you know, the handlebars, I should say, are kind of loose on this thing. And then over here, you can see the shifter. the shifter's not hooked up, and you can see it just kind of comes out. This needs to all be emery cloth cleaned up so it'll actually fit in here and greased up. This goes in, goes all the way to the other side, and then over here there's going to be shift linkage that needs to be made to go to the transmission. So that's going to happen. As you can see here on the front, this is your throttle to your carburetor, which is not hooked up. This is your timing. So when you fire this thing up, you want to retard the timing all the way up like this. Then once you fire it up, you can pull some timing into it. And you know, when you're running these things and you're driving them around, you can advance the timing on it depending on, you know, the load on the motor. This is your clutch assembly here, which, I don't know, it doesn't feel like anything's hooked up, so that might need oil. I don't know, maybe when it's running it'll work. But yeah, there's a lot of little things that need to happen to this bike to get it going. So it's here. It is a 1948 Indian. It's really cool. It'd be awesome to ride this thing. So hopefully here pretty soon we'll have this thing up and running. That's the next thing. The cool thing about the Indian motorcycle is basically it was developed in 1901. I think in 1904 they set a land record at like 56 miles an hour. That was a big deal in 1904. You know, the bike is just classic. I mean, the cool thing about it is in World War I think 60% of the motorcycles that were in the war were an Indian motorcycle, which kind of starved out their, you know, their motorcycle shops and selling them to the American people here in the States. So it kind of bankrupted them, put them out of business a little bit, and you know, it just never really regained its traction again. You know, by 1953 they were done, and then in the 2000s Polaris picked them up and kind of took over again. To me, this is the classical, the classic Indian motorcycle. I mean, the newer ones, I mean, you know, they're not really my deal. This is more of something that I like. I like the fact that it does not have the bags on it. You can actually see the bike. It's just a classic. It's just a beautiful bike. I love the fact that it has a magneto on it. It's kickstart. It's got a foot clutch. It's got a hand shifter on it. I mean, it's just badass. This is how a motorcycle should be. These new bikes, I'm not into them as much as some people are. I like the old mechanical motors. It was work. It was work to have to get on this and ride it. And that's what makes it fun to ride, is the timing, the throttle, the shifting, the clutch, kickstarting it. That's kind of what makes the bike fun to ride. So nowadays you get on it, you hit the freaking switch, it has cruise control, it's got radio, it's got seat warmers, it's got all this bullshit that just, I don't know, it's just not cool for me anyway. But anyway, you know, a lot of the stuff that we got to do on this bike basically is just get the timing controller fixed so we can get the timing set, get the shifter where it's working, the linkage needs to be fixed on it. We need to get the steering wheel tightened up, all these little pieces, it needs a battery in it. There's a lot of little things that need to be done. Okay, so we're gonna order parts, get things ready. Of course, this video is gonna continue later. We're gonna do a pickup video on this Indian. But if you guys like the storage unit finds or things that you want us to go pick up and find, make sure you comment and let us know, because listen, Uncle Dave's got storage units for days full of cool stuff. If you guys want to see more videos of finding cool stuff in storage units, old barns, sheds, things like that, make sure you comment below and let us know. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll talk to you guys later.